It was a mother's worst nightmare. I can actually talk about it now without crying. On Saturday, I got a phone call that no parent, no mother would ever want to hear. And it was that their son had been in a serious car accident near Lowry City. And when I heard the word serious car accident, of course, my heart dropped.
Yeah.
My mind went blank, and I could not think of anything other than going to see my son Grant. And what had happened was he had bought a brand new car, traveling to Lowry City because the guy had made a mistake on his title, and he was going to meet him halfway at Clinton. It started raining, and Grant was not used to this vehicle, and the tires were not the best. He ended up hydroplaning, going from the driver's lane through the passenger, or through the passing lane.
Yeah.
Yes, missing a car there, went through the median and then slammed head on into a truck in the opposite direction. He said it was very quiet after the accident. He was wearing a safety belt, both airbags deployed. He got himself out of the car, and he knew one leg was hurt. When he tried to go ahead and stand up, he collapsed on the ground, and his stomach was hurting really bad. A passerby saw what happened, stopped, got information, called 911. They were not able to airlift him because the weather was so bad at that time, so they had a ambulance come in, take him to Cox South, which was over an hour and a half away, and that's where we waited to see our boy. And he ended up having almost a severed colon, and that was because of the safety belt. But I have posted pictures on top of the KTTS Morning Show Facebook page, as well as the KTTS main Facebook page. If you see his card, you will wonder how he's living, and that's exactly what the troopers said. Yeah. He's extremely lucky. He is in the ICU, but he is healing, and they have repaired his colon, and he also had a broken leg. So our prayers with him, but also with the truck he hit. Those two people were not wearing safety belts at the time, and they were taken to a local hospital with some serious and moderate injuries as well.
One thing you mentioned to me, though, is I guess they told you that if the seatbelt caused the severed colon,
yes,
but if he wasn't wearing it,
he would have been ejected out
and probably wouldn't have survived that.
Right. They said he is surprised he's alive.
Yeah.
I mean, totally. Again, when you see these pictures, you're like, I can't believe that he survived. So my big push now for the rest of my life is to wear a safety belt.
Yeah.
And that nightmare is now makes you look at things so much differently.
Right.
Family always has come first, but now it is so family oriented.
Yeah. And I mean, I appreciate you being so transparent with this and respect you for that, because I when you text me on Saturday after, I mean, I don't know how many hours it was after it happened, but it was the same day. And you said, don't text or call me back, because you just don't want to talk about it.
Right.
And as soon as I saw that, I knew I wasn't going to do it, because I wanted to say something, but I have been there where something, not in the exact situation, of course, but where something's so bad, I just don't want to talk to anybody about it. Don't
I
want
want
to
you to know that
anything.
Information, but I didn't. It's so funny because I text that to you, and then I text it to two of my friends, which they ignored, and texted me back immediately. Right. Which girls do that kind of thing. They don't really listen to what
yeah,
you say.
I mean, not to, I'm not trying to act like I know what you're going through or anything, but I had a buddy was in a car wreck in 2007. So I was just out of high school. I just started college, and I was in Warrensburg for my one semester there, and he got in a car wreck, and he ended up not making it. He wasn't wearing a seatbelt, and so he was flung out of the car, and they held him on for a couple of days so we could all say goodbye, but then took him off life support. And so I'm glad you don't have to deal with that side of things.
You think I can't even tell you that it's so devastating, and I'm so glad he's doing great, because he shouldn't be here. So everything, we can work through everything else. Everything else is easy compared to what that Saturday was.
Well, and I know the doctors were surprised that he survived, but I'm not, because Grant is the strongest human being I've ever met in my life.
He is.
He carried that hutch.
Look at you. You're still on the hutch.
I mean, he carried half this hutch all by himself. Me and Jay Cross were struggling between the two of us for the other half, and he just walks down the stairs carrying it.
The best part about Grant, though, is his heart. He's very sweet.
Yeah, so glad he, obviously it's not a great situation, but it could have been much worse. So thoughts and prayers.
Thank you.